Hello, this is Sean. Welcome back to Seltzer Road. And you're not going crazy. There is a chicken on my shoulder. That's Dottie. She's crazy. Chicken's gone. We're all good now. So my first video was actually intended to be the 50cc Iron Butt Challenge. My friend Adam and I were supposed to go to San Diego, California and ride from San Diego, California all the way to Jacksonville, Florida in less than 50 hours. That's the challenge. We did the actual challenge in 48 hours. There's a lot of beautiful shots that we got, but I couldn't talk to you through the mic. So you get to see some of this footage, but you'll probably have it with a sound over with music. So originally we did this trip. We started in Evansville, Indiana, and we took 3 days to ride to San Diego. Once we got to San Diego, we got a hotel room for the night. And then we were gonna explore San Diego a little bit more, but we decided to just wing it. So when we got up in the morning, we went straight to the road. So we stayed right off of Interstate 8 and we got on 88, or I'm sorry, we got on 8. And we headed east. We got on 10. The longest part of this journey was Texas. Texas just seemed like it went on for days. Once we got through Texas, we stayed the night in Texas, and we actually met a guy, Georgie from Miami, I believe he was from. He was coming back from the Dakar rally and riding solo. So he rode with us for a little bit in Texas. And then we finished up on 10 in Florida, and we finished in Jacksonville. We were exhausted when we got done. We stopped at a gas station, fueled up, and we continued to ride south. So after we finished the challenge in 48 hours, we rode about another hour and a half south to Daytona for Bike Week. We spent some time in Bike Week, 2 or 3 days, and then Adam and I traveled back to Indiana. So our total trip was less than 10 days, and it was about 5,600 miles total. We did this on brand new bikes. We each had brand new bikes. When we got to Florida, Adam's bike was not performing up to par, and one of his wheel bearings was going out. So he actually traded his bike in on the spot, which was a 24 Road Glide, and he had a few other problems with it. But he traded that in at Adamak Harley in St. Augustine, which if you guys haven't visited St. Augustine Harley, Adamak is awesome. That dealership, I can't say enough good things about it. They got me in for a service like on the spot. I walked in and was like, hey, I know it's Bike Week. I know you guys are busy. Could you possibly get me a service? And they were like, yeah, by all means, I got us in. And then Adam showed up and he was like, hey, my front wheel bearing's going out. I also need a service. Can you guys get me a new bike? And it was actually a race. So it was a race for their sales department to beat their service department. He wanted to buy a new bike before his bike would be done. And he actually did. So he got the paperwork and everything completely done before the service department got his front wheel bearing on. So that was kind of fun. It was a nice little challenge. But Adamak, I can't say enough good things about them. By the way, they have a V-Rod Destroyer on display there, and if you guys haven't seen one of those, they're pretty neat little bikes. They're in the front, it's in the front window. Just walk around, you'll see it. They're also one of the only Harley dealers that I've seen that has the airbag vests on display. I think they use Harley Davidson's like Dionysi or something. But they're one of the only Harley dealers that has airbag vests on display. And that's something that I'm kind of wanting to experiment with a little bit, wearing an airbag vest. I'm getting older and kind of like, I don't want to say I'm afraid of riding, but as I get older, I think more safety conscious. So I've been wearing a helmet a lot more, and I'm really contemplating getting an airbag vest. So when I went in there and saw that they had an airbag vest on display, I was pretty impressed because most Harley dealers don't. They also had armored jackets in stock. So again, Adamak Harley, St. Augustine. They have a location in Jacksonville also, but go visit St. Augustine. It's a pretty cool dealership. But we did that, and then we immediately got on our bikes and headed back to Evansville. And I just wanted to share with you guys some of the footage from that trip. And thanks for watching.